Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here with the Success Vortex, where positivity meets. And guys, you know what? Today I have a really, really cool story for you because there's so many people out there right now that are going through what I call a shift in the economy. Things are happening right now. There's downsizing, there's cutbacks, there's layoffs, there's entire chains that are completely going out of business. Here in Canada, as an example, Future Shop is completely gone. It doesn't even exist anymore, right? There's people that are in the real estate market where there's downsizing. There's the mortgage broker industry, the insurance industry, automotive industry. So many different industries are going through these layoffs, these downsizing, these cutbacks. And here's the interesting thing. What people start to program you to believe, that's what you start to believe. And we have a really, really cool story here today of somebody that came from that corporate world, a six-figure income earner that started to believe that her reality, that her world that she was in, that she was actually going to have to possibly move to another country because she believed that reality to be true. So Adalia Sutherland, welcome to the call.
Thank you, Darren. It's good to be on the call.
So Adalia, tell everybody here, that's tuned in today. We've got a lot of viewers. Share with the people here a little bit about yourself and where were you at prior to going through subconscious mind tapping?
So I came from a small island in the Caribbean. I got here in 1994. I was once married before I have a son and a daughter. I'm in the oil and gas industry as a senior buyer, and I've been in the industry for about 12 years now. I have been making six figures, probably I would say in the past 5 years. And recently my contract was terminated because of the what's happening in the industry. They no longer require my services because I was a contractor. Once that happened, I started, I was off for about 4 months because there was no other contract that I could get. So I started using my savings to get by, and then I started panicking because everyone is telling me that I won't be able to get another contract lined up for the next 16 months. So I started panicking. I started not believing in myself. My self-confidence went down. I thought that I was going to lose my house, lose everything that I've worked so hard for. So that's where I was before I started going through the unconscious mind tapping.
So let me ask you this, because you brought up a lot of really interesting things that I think a lot of people actually go through when they start getting this negative programming from people in their peer influence, the people that they trust, the people that are maybe even in higher levels of those companies. How did you start to feel when those people basically said, Adalia, here's the way that it is. You're not going to get a contract for at least 16 months. You're going to have to find a different career. You're going to have to go to another country for you to be able to get work. What started happening here in your mind when those people that you looked up to started to say those things to you?
Well, I started believing in them, and I started, just being negative and not believing in myself.
So when you heard about subconscious mind tapping, what was it that interested you the most when you heard about it that made you say, you know what, I'm doing this. I'm taking action right now, and I'm going through this, and I'm gonna do this right now.
Well, I just seen from your post, your previous post, and how people that had nothing went to something, and all their dreams are now coming true. So that made me decide that, yes, I'm going to go for this, and I'm going to go all in on it and follow the simple steps to make it happen.
So was it more personal development that you were looking for? Was it a personal breakthrough? Was it unlocking the keys to success? What was it that really attracted you to say, I'm going to go through subconscious mind tapping and take action?
It was a combination of all three, actually. It was more personal development as well. I didn't get that personal development before. I have done Dale Carnegie, and I have done team building. I've done supervisory courses from, the previous companies that I've worked for, but nothing so simple. And, you could see the results from other people that it's working for them. So that's why I got into going into the program.
So when you started going through the training and you started hearing about these different concepts of the subconscious mind and the human condition and quantum physics and the wave particle theory and these two different worlds that exist simultaneously, what started going through your mind? Did anything start to shift in your body, the vibration? Did your mind start opening up? Did your vision become clear? Did you feel energized? What started happening for you that got you into that state of action where you moved immediately into the steps to move forward to your personal breakthrough?
Okay, once I started following the steps, especially just going through the vision board and doing my proclamations, immediately my vibration levels started going up. I started having more confidence in myself. Things started happening in my reality. The recruiters started calling me. I got a new contract. I sold my Jeep, and everything. Like, my energy levels just went up. I was more confident. I was just, on a total high for, and I've been doing my daily proclamations. I'm thinking positively. I'm thinking of what I want in my reality and what I don't want. So I'm more aware of what's going on right now. I'm setting my intentions, my goals.
So let me ask you this, because this is a pretty, guys, if you're watching this right now and you are in the situation that Adalia was in, where everybody was telling her, this is the way that it is. This is the way that the economy is. You have to move to another country. You have to switch careers. You're going to be unemployed for 16 months. A lot of people are in that world. Now, what I want for you to really understand is the distinction, the difference in these two worlds that happened for her. So over here, they told her she was not going to get a job for 16 months. Okay. She went through subconscious mind tapping. Now, keep in mind, they told her that she was going to have to move to another country. She gets a contract in her local city. Okay. She's over here, and you had a situation with your Jeep. It was unsellable. It was all damaged. And over here, somebody volunteers to fix the Jeep for free, and it sells in 24 hours for cash. Am I right?
Yes, it did. It did. It happened. It happened so quickly. Once I started believing and once I started following your program, I got the contract. The first time, I went to the interview. Took me about 2 days and I got it. But before I went to the interview, I was, I set my intentions. I was positive. I started thinking of having that job already. And I started, proclaiming it and putting it into my reality. So I got rid of any negative thoughts that I wouldn't get the contract. So, and once I got that contract, my Jeep, I sold my Jeep, and then the recruiters started calling in on a daily basis. Even up to last week, I had 2 recruiters calling me for contracts and different companies. I started leading the group. I had a Google Hangout and started, being more positive. I started motivating people, my emails, or I should say my messages, Facebook messages started lighting off like the 4th of July. People started contacting me and with, just with praises and saying, "Oh, Adalia, you're so, I always follow your posts. You're so inspiring now." Like they want to follow me. People, I'm adding people to my group. My group is over 300 now. My Facebook friends list is over 13. It's over 1,300 now. So everything is it's on the right track. And I've set my intentions, my goals. I got rid of my ego. I was very, I had a fight between what I want and what I don't want. So I lay down the sand and say, that's it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to, just be a positive person. I want what I want, and that's it.
So let me ask you this, because, guys, this is a really interesting, I want for you to understand this world over here. So here she was, and with all the things that people were telling her, it started to lower down her confidence and self-esteem, okay? Because she believed that her reality was going to be a certain way. Over here, she's now doing motivational videos. She's now leading a Power of Women group where she's the leader of the group. Okay, so over here, we've got low confidence and self-esteem. And over here, we've got somebody that's motivating and inspiring people into action. Two totally contrasting different realities, and what's in between? Subconscious mind tapping. That is the gateway, guys, right? So let me ask you this, Adalia. I know that you've been through some other programs, Dale Carnegie or leadership training, things like that. How did that compare to the ease of going through subconscious mind tapping and implementing these strategies into your life?
The steps that you prepared is so simple to follow. So it makes it easy for you to reach to your goals and to acquire them. Before, I didn't really pay attention to the other programs because to me, it didn't work for me. It wasn't that simple. It was a lot of reading. It was, and I didn't see any results. But with subconscious mind tap and even going through the vision board was the first step. Then everything started to shift. Everything started to open up. My vibration levels increasing, and just going through the daily proclamations, it gave me more confidence. It made me realize that believe in, I could be a more positive person. So it does work. So even the first 3 steps do work. It's very simple. Just follow it and it will work for you.
So let me ask you this, because I know that a lot of people they've heard about the concept of a vision board, and they maybe even have a board where they've got a picture of a car or a house or something like this. What happened for you when you really learned about being able to open up this whole gate to three-dimensional reality where somebody calling with another job offer? Look at that. So, so when you learned about how to open up this other world that you may not even realize that existed, what started happening for you? Did you have any flashbacks to when you were a child? Did you have any, emotional breakthroughs that happened for you? What started shifting in your reality?
Once I started doing the vision board, I had to do it at least twice. Once I got it, everything, my emotions, my childhood, I started I was very emotional, and I had a lot of memories of my past, and I was just, everything was emotional to me. Like I just started feeling I felt differently, like something was shifting in my body.
Fantastic. And like, what's that really started happening? Because I know that a lot of that is really letting the ego go and opening up this other world. Once you actually just did that and you surrendered and relinquished, And what happened to the calls? What, I mean, did your phone start ringing more with more job offers? What started happening now in this other reality?
So once I started doing my vision board and I'm letting release my emotions, and my phone started ringing, people started coming into my reality. For example, just, like people started contacting me saying how inspired they are by me. And I'm having like at least 3 recruits call me a day. I'm more, my bills are being paid on time now. I don't have fear in losing my mortgage or my job, or my my property or anything like that.
So let me ask you this, because I know that a lot of people are probably saying, well, if I apply these simple strategies, is it going to work fast for me? Is it going to work in 24 hours, a week, 2 weeks, a month? How long did it take for you? How fast did it start working for you? And then give us an idea of the shifts that started taking place right away.
So once you start doing it, once you start following the simple steps, it took me 2 weeks, but you have to be consistent. You have to follow the steps on an ongoing basis, on a daily basis. You have to start controlling your thoughts. You have to practice, to put in, thinking positively, just, being a positive person and setting your intentions. You have to write down your goals, write down your visions, and just be consistent and take massive action.
So let me ask you this, because these are 2 massive different realities from Adalia, there's no work, to multiple job offers from top recruiters, feeling like you're going to lose your home, to totally feeling confident that your bills are going to be paid, from low confidence and self-esteem to leading a whole team of women through the power of women and getting other people saying, you're motivating me daily, with people reaching out. Did you ever possibly think that this little tiny spot right here between subconscious mind tapping could give that amount of transformation in such a short period of time?
No, I didn't believe that could happen. Once you surrender and relinquish and get rid of that ego that's fighting you between what you want and what you don't want, there are 2 realities in this world, and most people always on the other side. So once I started to focus on what I want and stop fighting my ego, then and I'm following your program. And then that's when everything started happening.
Fantastic. So who would you recommend would be the perfect type of person to be able to go through this training to get results from the program?
I would recommend someone who is struggling with personal development, someone who is in between jobs, I would say, someone who is probably, at the bottom right now, who has no self-confidence, who don't know who to turn to, who needs help, just to, even pay their bills, like, or give them some sort of direction in their vision. So most people don't have any sort of vision. So I would suggest people that, that do need that type of assistance go through that program.
So let me ask you this. If the program did that much of a shift for you where you were at, from that reality to this reality, what do you think would happen if a person was already making $250,000, $500,000, or $1 million a year? Where do you think that would propel them to over here?
Oh, I think they will be like way over here. They'll be in a different reality if they continue taking this program. So I recommend it for everyone, even if you're making lots of money. but it still helps you in other, in other aspects of your life.
So let me ask you this, because you brought up something really cool here, because now we've got the people that are struggling to get to another reality and the people that are already successful to go to a higher point of their reality as well. So guys, here's what I'm going to share with you. Quite honestly, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life, because there's so many different areas to get to full total life balance, right? We've got health and fitness. We've got spiritual and emotional. We got family, relationships, career, travel, financial goals, material things. And then we've also got contribution, giving back, and leaving behind a legacy. So it doesn't matter what category that you're in. You might already be a millionaire. We've interviewed 7-figure income earners that have gone through subconscious mind tapping that are now working on legacy income, to leave behind a legacy for their family, for their churches, for the communities, to really make an impact on the world. So what I would encourage you to do is this. If you're a person right now that doesn't know what's going on, you're looking for that little something tiny that you can make, just like the radio station. I always tell my students this story, that if you are broadcasting on a radio and you're slightly off tune, the only thing you're going to get is static. You got to make that little tiny tweak, and then all of a sudden a beautiful symphony of music starts to play. So what I would encourage you to do is this. Wherever this is, click the link below, get subconscious mind tapping, take action, implement these strategies, and I'm telling you, get ready for a brand new reality. So you've got Darren Little here with the Success Vortex, where positivity meets. I look forward to meeting you in person one day, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Bye for now.